a big roll out through the shoulders. And exhale, let them fall down the back. Inhale, lifting all the way back up again. And exhale, hands down through heart center. One more. Inhale, arms lift up, so coming to the front. Just to whatever range of motion you have. Exhale, down through the front to the chest. Take 2 more breaths here. So whenever I circle through the arms like that, just take it to whatever range of motion you have, particularly if you've had shoulder issues and that kind of thing. No need to come as big as what I do. Taking 1 more breath here. And exhale. Inhale, lifting up through the arms again. This time we'll swan dive all the way forward. Inhale, take a little halfway lift to a nice flat back here. Exhale, release it forward. Let's take 1 more of those. Inhale to lift halfway, working through the back. Brace the core and belly. Exhale to fold forward. Take a little rag doll pose here. Maybe grasping opposite elbows, taking a little sway from side to side. And exhale, releasing the hands down towards the mat. Stepping our right leg back nice and long. Take a nice long slow step. And inhale, lifting up. Beautiful. Obviously, as I said, just to whatever range of motion you have. Beautiful. Exhale. Hands come down to heart center again, and then from here we'll take a little twist. So bring our right elbow towards the left knee. Either rest it on top, use the core to drive the twist, or if you've got the space, you can hook it over. Bearing in mind you are just warming up here, so we don't want to take it or make it too crazy just yet. Take another breath in here. Inhale to lift up. And exhale, release the hands down towards the mat. Step that front knee, left knee back. Take a little round of cat-cow here. Inhale, lift up, and then exhale, round through the spine. So remember this one, if you're still building up your strength, or this is your first class, you can remember this little cat-cow movement and take this as we come through our high to low planks later if you find that the high to low plank is a bit too challenging for you. So remember this as an option. Beautiful. Coming back to a neutral spine. Draw the shoulders down away from the ears. Tuck the toes under and we'll push back up to our first down dog of the morning. Or first for most of us. And take a little walk out here. So bend one knee, push the opposite heel down. Get a nice stretch through the back of the legs. Coming into this really big upside down V shape. So the hips lift up nice and high towards the sky. Really push them up. Draw the belly in and coming back to center. I don't know about you, but it always feels good to get this stretch through the back of the legs for me. Awesome. From here, inhale. I'm going to walk the feet all the way forward to the front of the mat. A few nice steps there. Inhale. Take that halfway lift again. Flat back. And exhale, release. Inhale, lifting all the way up again. And hands to heart center. Taking your range of motion here. Inhale, arms to rise. Exhale to fold. Inhale, takes us to that halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands and step our left leg back. Slow, long step back. And lower that knee down towards the floor. Inhale, let's lift up. Take that low lunge again. Take another couple of breaths here. Pushing the top of the left foot into the floor to help with your balance. Exhale, bring the hands down to the heart center and we'll take that twist on the other side. Twisting it Back and around, nice. Tap the elbow on top of the knee or alternatively hook it over if you've got the space. Really draw the belly in. Take another breath in here. Inhale to lift and exhale. Hands release down to the mat. Tuck the toes under and we'll step it back to down dog. Awesome. From here, roll it forward. Option to come into your cat-cow or just lower your knees to the floor. Hold a plank on your knees. One more breath in here and we'll roll the body forward. Keep with your cat-cow or alternatively follow me. Elbows graze your ribs, lower to the mat. Inhale, take a little cobra pose and exhale to lower. If your elbows don't come back behind you, just keep them forward like so. And release. Beautiful. Inhale, one more. And exhale, release. Tuck the toes under. We'll push back to down dog. So take that as whatever range of motion works for you. Adjust your arm positioning through those little cobras as you need. Taking one more breath in here, and then walk the feet forward to the front of the mat. Take a halfway lift, and release. Inhale to lift all the way up, and hands to heart center. Inhale, arms to lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale takes us to a halfway lift and fold. Release our right leg back, nice and long. Slow step back. Control it back. Draw the belly in. Exhale, release the knee down to the mat. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, twist towards that front leg. Take another breath or two in here. Inhale to lift. And exhale, hands release. Inhale and exhale, back to down dog. Set it up. Take a little pedal out here if you need. Alternatively, come down to your knees. Cat-cow is your option. Take another breath or two in here. Inhale, roll forward. Option to lower to the knees or stay full length. Exhale, lower down to the mat. Elbows graze your ribs with control. Inhale to cobra. Take your modifications as you need. Exhale to lower. Stay in cat-cow if you're there. Tuck the toes, pushing all the way back. Down dog. Beautiful. Taking one more breath in here. Inhale, we lift our right leg high to the sky. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose and we step it through. Beautiful. From here, set your feet up, shoulder width apart. Inhale, lifts us up, crescent lunge, brace the core. Pelvic floor in, glutes engage here. Tuck that tailbone under slightly, so instead of letting it stick back, tuck the tailbone under, take a slight bend in the knee. Back knee, that is. One more breath in, exhale, hands release down to the mat. Inhale to step forward. Takes us to a halfway lift and fold. Inhale, lifting all the way up, hands to heart. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold, plant the hands, step back left. Beautiful, knee lowers. Inhale to lift. Awesome, exhale, hands to heart center. Take that twist. Whatever range of motion works for you. Just being mindful of any back injuries and that kind of thing. Taking one more breath in here. Inhale to lift up. Exhale, hands release down to the mat. Tuck the toes and step it back. Beautiful. Take another couple of breaths in here. Draw the belly in. Inhale, we lift up through left leg. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose, slow and controlled, step it through. Obviously, if down dog doesn't work for you, your option is to stay on all fours. Beautiful. From here, set your feet up. Inhale to lift up, crescent lunge. Stable through the legs. Take another breath or two here. And exhale, hands release down to the mat. Inhale to step forward. Takes us to a halfway lift and fold. Inhale, lifting all the way up and hands to heart. Take another breath or two in here. Inhale, arms to rise. Exhale to fold. Inhale takes us to a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, stepping back. Right leg. Beautiful. From here, option to lower the knee down to the floor. Inhale, lift it up. Awesome. Exhale, hands to heart. Take the twist. Open the arms out if you would like. Take your option. One more breath in here. And inhale, lifting up. And release the hands. Plant the back toes. Lift up. Step to down dog. Option for all fours. Beautiful. Here we roll forward to high plank. Option to lower to your knees again. Take either of those previous versions using the knees, or you can stay with me. High to low. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Take your pick. If you're coming all the way up into up dog, core is switched on, hips are lifted off the floor. Exhale, lift it back to down dog. So up dog is a super strong pose, and your hips will be lifted off the floor along with your knees. So your core really has to engage to hold you there. So make sure you've got that strength, or come back down for your little cobra. Inhale, lifting up through our right leg. Exhale, bring knee to nose, step it forward. Inhale to lift. Beautiful. Building on, hands come to heart center here. Exhale, coming into that twist. Beautiful, same twist that we did before. Beautiful, from here, inhale, let's open all the way out. Exhale to warrior two. Inhale, flip reverse, and come back to center. Beautiful. From here, set up your warrior two. So particularly for those who are new, front knee stays over the heel. Make sure it's not coming out over the toes. And keep it pointing out, directing out over your middle toes. So not in towards center and not out towards your little toes either. My glutes are engaged here. Back edge, little toe side of my back foot pushes into the floor. Beautiful. Take another breath or two here. Inhale, let's flip and reverse. And windmill all the way around to the mat. Beautiful. Lift up those back toes, take it into another twist. Ever get the idea we're doing twists today? One more breath in here. Exhale, hands release down to the mat. And then inhale, lift that back leg up, come into a standing split as you step forward. So keep that back leg lifted and big toes internally rotate. So big toes coming towards the center and slowly release the foot down to the floor. Take that halfway lift again and release. Inhale, lifting all the way up, hands to heart. Take another breath or two in here. We'll bring it on to the other side. Inhale, arms to rise. Exhale to fold. Inhale takes us to a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands. Step back, left leg. Long, slow step back. Option to lower the back knee down towards the floor. Inhale, lifts us up. Beautiful. Exhale, hands to heart. Take that twist. Option to open out through the arms. Take another breath or two in here. Brace the core. Hands release. Bring them up and hands come down. Beautiful. Step it back. High plank or down dog. Take your pick. We're going to roll the body forward into high plank. Option to use your knees here or stay full length. Roll the body forward, high to low. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Curl the body forward. Exhale, back through to down dog. Awesome. Inhale, we lift up through our left leg. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose. Step it through. Beautiful. From here, inhale, we lift up to our crescent lunge. Beautiful. Exhale, hands to heart. Take that twist. Beautiful. Really brace your core. Take one more breath here. Option to open out through the wings if you would like. Beautiful. Windmill up. All the way around. Warrior two. Drop the back heel down towards the floor. Same as we did before. Check out your positioning here. Glutes engage. Front knee over the heel. Directing out over the middle toes. Not coming out over the toes, but in line with your heel. In the same direction as your middle toes. Take another breath or two in here. Arms stretch out in opposite directions. Nice and long. Flip and reverse. Exhale, come back to center. Windmill all the way around. Right hand comes down to the mat. Left arm lifts up into that twist. Take another breath or two in here. And hands release down to the mat. And we step forward. Take that standing splits as you come through. Lift the back leg up, really engage those muscles in the back of your leg and under your butt to lift up a little bit higher. And slowly release. Beautiful. Take a halfway lift and fold. Inhale, lifting all the way up, hands to heart. Let's build on here. Inhale, arms to rise. Exhale. Inhale, takes us to a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands and stepping back, right leg. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, hands to heart. Take your twist. Option to keep the back knee down on the ground if you need. Inhale, lifting up. Windmill all the way around. Warrior two. Flip and reverse. Option to straighten through that front leg if you need. Bring the hands back to heart center. Rebend that front knee. Windmill all the way around. Lift the back heel. Take your twist. Hands come down to the mat. Inhale to lift up. Building on. Hands to heart again. Take your twist again. This time elbow onto knee or hook it over. Take another breath or two here. Keep this little hook of the arms. This is where we get crazy. And we step our back leg forward in this position here. Coming into a bent knee, twisted chair pose. So hips are sinking down. Keep both knees in line with one another. Legs are working here. Inhale, lifting up to our chair pose. So keep the knees bent. Working through the legs here. Tuck the tailbone under. Really draw the belly in. Inhale, lifting up. Hands to heart. Take a little breath here. I know I don't tend to do very many chair poses. Inhale, arms to rise all the way up. Exhale to fold. Inhale takes us to a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands. We step our left leg back. Nice and long. Option to drop the back knee down towards the floor. Alternatively, stay high and take your twist. Moving into your twist in your own time. Just watch your balance. Take another breath or two in here. Inhale to lift. And hands come down to the mat, stepping it back. Take our flow. Set yourself up, knees come down if you need. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Working strongly if you're coming up into up dog. Exhale, back through to down dog. Use the knees if you need. Take another breath or two in here. Inhale, we lift up through our left leg. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose. Beautiful. From here, inhale, lifting up, crescent lunge. Beautiful. Exhale, open to that twist. Or should I say warrior two? My terminology's off this morning. Inhale, let's flip and reverse. Exhale, come back to center. And windmill all the way around to the mat. Lift the back heel, come into that twist. Beautiful, then lifting it back up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Elbow hooks onto or touches down onto knee. Take another couple of breaths in here. And then let's get ready, step it forward. Inhale, let's lift all the way up and hands to heart. Take another couple of breaths in here. Inhale, lifting all the way up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Beautiful, plant the hands, stepping back, right leg. Beautiful, take another breath or two in here. Inhale, let's lift all the way up. Exhale to take that twist again. Beautiful, inhale to lift. Exhale, release. Step it back, high to low plank. Inhale and exhale. Awesome. Take another breath or two in here. Inhale, we lift up through our right leg. Exhale, bring the knee to nose. Step it through. Inhale to lift. Beautiful. And exhale. Come into that twist. Beautiful. Inhale to lift. Opening out. Beautiful. Let's flip and reverse. Come back to center. And windmill all the way around. Take your twist. Beautiful. Inhale to lift up. Crescent lunge. Exhale. Elbow comes into the twist here. Beautiful. Take another breath or two in here. Working strongly through the back leg as well. And we step it forward. Coming into that chair pose on the other side. Hips sink down all the way. Take another breath or two here. Inhale to lift into our chair pose. And release. Take another breath or two in here. And inhale, arms to lift up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, stepping back. Left leg. Beautiful. From here, set yourself up. Inhale to lift. Beautiful. Exhale, coming into that twist. Beautiful. From here, inhale, let's lift up. And we take our flow. High to low. And exhale, back through to down dog. Inhale, our left leg lifts up. Exhale, bring knee to nose, step it through. Inhale to lift. Exhale to twist. Open it out if you like. Inhale to lift. Open to warrior two. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Flip and reverse, round to the floor. Lift the back heel up. Lift and open into that twist again. Option to clasp hands. And let's all step forward into our chair pose. Inhale to lift. And lift all the way up, hands to heart. Take another breath or two in here. Inhale, arms to rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Release the hands, sink into our chair pose again. Beautiful, really tuck the tailbone under here. Little fingers coming towards center, shoulders drop down away from the ears. Working through the legs here, hands come to heart center and pivot to your right. So take that little twist to the right, keep the hips down, sink them down. And inhale to lift all the way up. Take a little break through the legs if you need, coming straight back down. And twist to the left. Beautiful, lifting it back up. And exhale, coming down into a yogi squat here. You've got an option to bring the legs out nice and wide. If that works for you, you can bring a block underneath the hips or a cushion or something like that if you've got it. I know that always feels good for me. If you've got a cushion or something and need a little bit of support, take that option. Use the elbows to push out towards the sides. Getting a little bit of an opening through the groin here. Take another breath or two in here. And we'll open it out into a twist to one side. So lift the left arm up. Keep that right elbow pushing into the right knee. And release it down. Beautiful. From here, coming on to the other side. So left arm comes down towards the mat. Lift the right arm up. And bring it down. Open it out again. Beautiful. From here, we're slowly going to come down to a nice comfortable seat. Release the cushion or block if you've got that underneath your hips. And we're going to take another couple of little twists here with our hip openers. So from here, let's go. Right leg comes up and over the top of your left leg. This might be enough for you through the legs. If you want a little bit more, you can curl that left foot around and bring it round to your right. Bring the left heel around to your right hip, as long as you can get both hips back onto the floor. So we want both hips touching the floor here. If you can't, keep that left leg out nice and long. Inhale, let's lift up through the arms and twist in towards that front leg. So you can hook the elbow over if that's accessible for you, or just give that knee a little bit of a hug. So take your pick here. Keep the belly drawn in to give yourself space. Take another breath or two here, maybe looking out over that back shoulder. Keeping the spine tall here. And coming back to center. And if you would like, adjust the legs, pull the ankles a little bit further round towards your hips and take a little fold forward if that's accessible for you. Just getting a little bit of a hip opener here. Coming back up and changing over the legs. Stretch them out, maybe take a little bit of a forward fold, a little jiggle through the legs just to ease them out. We'll roll out through the ankles if that feels good. And we'll come onto the other side. So our left leg lifts up and over the top. Plant that left foot down onto the floor on the right hand side. And then you've got your option. Right leg stays where it is, or alternatively, bring it back around towards your left hip. Obviously, if you're going to bring that foot around towards your left hip, make sure both hips can come back down to the floor. We'll inhale, lift up, and exhale, coming into our twist again on the other side. And inhale, coming back to center, adjusting the legs if that's an option for you, and take that little fold forward if you like. Coming back to center and slowly release the legs out. Beautiful. Take a little fold forward if that feels good. Stretching out through the hamstrings. And then from here, we'll take a couple of last little poses. So we'll come all the way down to the mat. Bringing your back all the way down. Give the knees a hug in towards your chest if that feels good. Maybe a little rock from side to side. Beautiful. And from here, you can stay with this hug of the knees in towards the chest. Or alternatively, I'm going to offer you an inversion today. Actually, we'll offer one back bend and one inversion. So for our back bend today, feet come down to the floor and hands come down by your side. And take this as you need. We're going to lift the hips up off the floor into a bridge pose. So lifting all the way up. If you want a little bit more and you know where you're going, obviously not advisable if you're a first time person on my yoga class, unless you've got a solid practice already. If you like, you can bring the hands back around by your ears and really push up so the crown of your head comes to the floor, and then lift all the way up into your wheel pose. It's an option if you know where you're going. Otherwise, don't try anything crazy if you're not used to it. Take another breath or two in here in your bridge pose, and then slowly release it down to the mat. Take a little windscreen wiper from side to side with the knees. And we'll come into an inversion as well today. So, for our inversion, I'm going to offer you a couple of options. The first option being just legs up the wall, which is right here. Nothing exotic at all. Just legs lifted up into the air. Brace the core to hold them there and keep that stable. If you want a little bit more, you can slowly curl up into a ball, and we're going to push our feet up towards the sky. So, lifting up, brace the core, and push the feet up towards the sky. Hold it here, core in, core engages. Elbows into the floor to support you, hands on hips. And if you want, slowly release the feet down towards the floor over your head. I've got tight hamstrings today, so it's not happening for me. If it's here, keep your hands on your hips. If your feet touch down to the floor, you can release your hands off your hips. Take another breath or two here, and then we slowly release down towards the floor. And release. Take a little windscreen wiper from side to side, and then bring the hands underneath the hips, stretch the legs out long. Option to hug the knees into chest, or if you're taking a counter pose with me, push the elbows into the floor and release the head back for our counter pose. Open up through the shoulders and chest. Slowly release that down. Being very mindful of your neck and that kind of thing. Obviously, fish pose is not really recommended if you have any sort of neck issues. Get a little swing from side to side of the knees. Maybe hug them in towards the chest. And then release them out nice and long. Coming into our final pose, Shavasana. So if you've got the time to rest here a little bit longer, I would encourage you to take your time and take about 5 or even 10 minutes to rest here. Otherwise, if you do need to move on with your day, taking just a couple of breaths here with me. Arms can be by your side if that works better. If you do need to move on with your day, slowly rolling over to your preferred side. Take a breath or two here on your side. And then slowly coming up to a comfortable seat. If you are resting here a little bit longer, please feel free to stay there on your back. Once you arrive in your seat, take another breath or two here. My quote for you this week is from Thich Nhat Hanh, who said, "If we miss the present moment, we miss our appointment with life." Thank you for joining me today, guys. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. If you're resting there a little bit longer, I will drop off the Zoom in a minute. Otherwise, if you've got any comments or questions, please let me know. I'm happy to answer any comments or questions you might have. Have an amazing day, guys.